Hello guys, this is ICO Drops, and today we have a really great chance to meet Kevin Hsu, the founder of the BlockVC. Kevin, it's really a pleasure to talk with you today, and our community have a lot of questions about how you do your work and what's your performance right now on this market and stuff like that. Please tell us your structure first. How is BlockVC and Block Group organized?
Okay, thank you, Oleg. Actually, we set up a fund this year, and our fund actually is an open-ended fund, and actually it is traditional evergreen structure, and it's like the hedge fund structure actually, and the lockup period is about 18 months, and every investor can invest our fund quarterly, and we focus on the blockchain investment and token investment, and in our fund we can invest in the primary market like some ICOs, equities of blockchain projects, and we also do trading and asset management. So because the diversity of our investment structure, so we can control the risk and avoid the systematic risk from the market, and this is a very good advantage to have more return and better performance in the crypto industry.
Thank you very much. What's the difference between investing in equity and in tokens?
Actually, there are many differences. The first one, actually, in equity investment, there are actually it's a long-term investment. We have maybe the angel round, A round, B round, and pre-IPO and then IPO. So after the IPO, so the project will go to the public market.
It's like few years strategy, yes?
Yeah, at least 4 years, maybe even longer.
Yes.
But in terms of token investment, actually the existing period is not very long. Yeah, because many ICO projects, their fundraising only takes maybe 3 months, and then they will list on the exchanges. So the liquidity will be better, but many projects cannot deliver the real value at the very beginning after they are listing on the crypto exchanges. The second thing actually is about the rise, because many token projects they are issuing utility token, but I mean at the very beginning there's no use case, and they are still developing their blockchain network. So actually no very useful use case. But in terms of the equity project, because every shareholder they have the right to vote or control the company, so it will protect investors better than token investment.
Yes, thank you very much. And I think in equity investments there is much more like research needed to choose the right company. Yes, I think. And could you please tell me how is your accelerating structure? Because BlockVC is known for one of the best accelerating on the market right now, and your projects show really nice performance.
Yeah, sure. Actually, what can distinguish us with other crypto funds is that we have actually two departments. One is our primary ICO investment team, and they will choose the best projects and teams around the world. And we also have the secondary market service to provide to our invested projects. So in our opinion, there are 4 steps to accelerate a project. The first one is to design a better financial structure, because some financial structure, if the cornerstone round, the price of cornerstone round is really low, but the public sales price is very high, so maybe 4 times and 6 times, it will affect the performance of the token in the secondary market very much. And the second step is the fundraising plan, and we will help project to choose the best and the strategic investors around the world. and these investors can provide sustainable and long-term value to our projects. And the third one is the strategy of listing on crypto exchanges. A very good structure in different kinds of market situation can save a lot of money and time to list on the exchanges. And the first one is provide the liquidity and provide market making service, as the real value from tokens is the liquidity. So if there's no liquidity, there's no value in tokens. So this is the very important factor to accelerate a project and to make sure that the project have the better performance than other projects.
Thank you. We can really believe in your framework of accelerating, because we see the results of your projects on the market, and it's great. I think our community really love this type of work. And if we speak about projects, what structure do you have in terms of investments right now? What are you targeting on the current market, and what will you target maybe in 1 year? So what structure do you have right now?
Actually, in our investment thesis, we have a three-layer investment thesis. At the layer one, actually, what we call it is the major ecosystem layer. So there are some public blockchains, and they focus on different kinds of area like bandwidth, computing, and storage. So we invest a lot of the infrastructure projects in these 2 years. And the second layer, what we call is critical layer. So we will invest some projects that can provide service to different kinds of projects, like security, verification, privacy, and these middlewares can better the performance of all the public chains and help them solve some problems to some extent. And at the top of our structure actually is called industry protocol. So it will apply blockchain into different kinds of industry, and we prefer some industries that can use token like trading, content, gaming, and social network industry. So users can use these tokens in the virtual ecosystem, and this actually can build a closed loop directly. So we believe that these kinds of industry will apply blockchain and tokens directly, and it will provide more sustainable value in the future.
It's really interesting that you have the specific structure of investing, so you know how you should distribute your investment through this structure, and you can choose, yes. And maybe it's too early to blame third and second projects, because it's too early for them to perform on that kind of the market. But what do you think about first layer? Are there any problems that you can see right now with these public protocols that are emerging on this market, or was before?
Okay, in terms of the infrastructure, actually, because we reviewed over 15 projects every month, and we found actually the same problems that many technology-driven projects they have, because the founding team actually. Blockchain is quite new for many developers, and many developers they don't have the rich experience in distributed system. So I found that many teams they draft a white paper, and they have a very good idea and get involved into blockchain industry, but they don't have the experience to deliver them actually. So when we evaluate the project, we have at least three metrics. The first one is that we must make sure that the team has the experience in distributed system, and they have the engineering background, very strong engineering background. So we like some teams from like Google, Facebook, and this can distinguish many teams that they just have very good ideas. The second one is that because what we pursue in the future is a decentralized network. So a very good token economy will accelerate the decentralization in the long run. So a very good incentive mechanism will better the performance of the project in the future. The third one is that I think the third one is the belief in blockchain actually, because many new participants they from like internet industry or other traditional industry, they don't have the experience to trade cryptos, and they don't have the belief in like bitcoins, so it will affect their persistence in this area. So we love the entrepreneurs. They have the passion and they really like the industry. Yeah.
You are known as a guy with the greatest financial background and institutional experience. You've been working in the bulge-breaking banks, investment banks, I believe, as a Credit Suisse. Why did you choose this new crypto industry, and why do you think that there are some opportunities here?
Because I see the very huge upside potentials in blockchain industry. Three things I want to tell. The first one is that actually crypto industry expanded their market size about 13 times in the past 2 years, and altcoins become the dominator of the crypto industry now. And the third thing is that the market size is around $200 billion now, and it can be treated as a new class assets in the financial industry. And something that I think is really interesting is that this crypto asset, they have very low correlation with some other major assets like gold, real estate, equity. So it is a very good way to hedge the risk from traditional financial industry. And in terms of BlockVC investment series, we have a submachine called White Swans and Black Swan. In terms of White Swan, blockchain and the internet will penetrate into our lives step by step actually. So the cryptocurrency and other dApps will be applied into our industry in many aspects. So it will give us a sustainable value in the very long run. In terms of the Black Swan, if a major ecosystem collapse, or some countries they have very strong regulation in currency, so there are more and more fiat money will go to the cryptocurrency. So it will give very huge imagination in the crypto assets. So we strongly believe that in the long run, the upside potentials of block assets will give us a very good return and a very good performance. So this is our belief. So we choose blockchain as our industry that we want to bet everything on that.
Thank you very much, Kevin. I really like your latest report about the market, crypto market and traditional one. And they on Chinese mainly, but I translated into English, and it was very interesting. Just thank you very much, and I think that ICO Drops and community will follow your next ideas, and we welcome you to Moscow as well.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.